So the great thing about landscape photography is seclusion, peace and quiet, and really enjoying nature and having it to yourself. And really, you just can't beat that. So we've been around Fitzroy now for about 3 days and have still yet to see it, and it's now just started to peak. I should say as well, I should pick this video up. It's we've had a long hike this morning in the dark, didn't shoot much b-roll, and we've arrived at this beautiful waterfall at the base. Well, not quite the base, but it feels like the base of Fitzroy. There's a good there's not the biggest area, and there's a good number of photographers here. Obviously there's our group. But the guys from F-Stoppers have also turned up, and they're shooting there for photographing the World Series. Yeah, it's pretty good chatting with those guys. And I'm just walking around, checking everyone's okay. I've got my camera set up, but to be honest, not much is happening. The light's not happening, and every now and again the peaks of Fitzroy, they do reveal themselves. So that's where I'm heading now, back to my camera, just in case it all kicks off. And if it doesn't, I'm going to take a photograph anyway, because it is beautiful. So I'm now back here at my camera. There she is, ready to shoot Fitzroy when she shows herself, which actually could be right now. The cloud is coming and going, it's kind of swirling over the peaks of the mountains, and actually it's giving quite a nice effect. The waterfall is beautiful, a lovely lead-in line straight up to the mountains. Yeah, it's just a game of patience, I'm afraid. If you're interested in what settings I'm using a lens cloth because I'm getting spray from the waterfall. I have a 2-stop medium edge graduated filter and a polarizer to take a bit of glare off the river below. F9 is giving me an exposure of between 1 and 2 seconds depending on the ambient light, and depending which photograph I choose to show you, because I've taken a couple as conditions change. But yeah, it's nice here. It's nice chatting with all the other people that are here. It's nice sitting down with Brendan.
I think that Tom kind of goes to nature to be alone a lot, so it's a different experience, but so many times I go to locations and I end up spending the entire time just like chatting with the other photographers. Yeah. So I'm totally in my element right now.
This is like, I would describe this as a photography party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we even have wine somewhere.
Yeah, we do have wine.
We don't have any Carlsberg special brew though.
It's a photography party and everyone's invited, except for Mitchell.
No, I want to be invited.
Who's not invited.
No, it's legal here.
He's not old enough. So I've taken, I have an image from this morning, and it's nice, but I do feel it could be better. What do you think, Alaya?
Well, you know, this is the most visible the mountain's been for the last few days. This is an incredible location. I mean, the waterfall literally leads into the peaks.
Yeah, I've been here 3 days and this is the first time I've seen the mountain.
This is the first time I've seen Fitzroy. I thought it didn't exist. I thought it was all lies, all propaganda to get people here, but it never actually showed itself. But now I'm starting to believe that it actually does exist.
Yeah. Awesome, thanks man. Cheers.
Yeah.
So we're now done with the waterfall scene and the huge mountain, the Fitzroy in the background, and we're on our way to a second location, hopefully, if we decide, because it's a bit of a trek up there. But just as we're leaving the waterfall, we've come across these beautiful woodpeckers. Does anyone know what they're called? Giant woodpecker, Patagonian giant woodpeckers. Look like they're wearing red beanies. So we've all stopped to try and get some shots. It's a nice little bonus, really nice moment. Very cool. So this hike is just phenomenal. It's like nowhere I've seen before. We've got these in these marshlands at the minute that very much remind me of Scotland. But then you look over my shoulder just there, you can see that just that way. Huge glacier with mountains coming out the top of it or at the back of it. It's beautiful. We've got lovely golden reeds. There's still plenty of colour hanging on because we are a little bit late. But yeah, what a place to hike. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we've stopped now. We've hiked quite far from the last location with the waterfall, but the weather's moving in, it's grey, it's cloudy. We were going to go up to this ridge line here where you can see a beautiful lake with the mountain peaks in the background, but as you can or can't see, there are no mountain peaks, there are no glaciers, it's completely washed out. This whole area is beautiful. I mean, we stopped for lunch, drinking fresh glacial water from the river is amazing, but I have to say, it's not the best thing to drink when up in the mountains. So we've had a nice bit of wine, which was lovely, I have to say, and we're just heading back now, back down to the main town. But myself and Keith, we've stumbled upon this composition here. We're walking through the marshland on this kind of wooden jetty, and it's beautiful. You've got lovely golden grasses, a little bit of a leading line with this stream running up towards the mountains. Yeah, nice layers, nice colours, and you can just see the mountains. They're just peeking through. So definitely worth shooting. I think very gentle composition. The problem is my tripod. See down there? Yeah, that's like in the bog. So it's super wobbly, very unstable. Luckily we're on the bridge, so our movements aren't disturbing the tripods. I've got on a polarizer which makes the water nice and dark and black, which adds contrast and makes it more of a prominent line into the image. I also have a 2-stop medium edge graduated filter because obviously the glacier in the mountains are so much brighter. I'm shooting this at around about 25-26 mil. And yeah, it's a really nice image. I'm going to grab this now actually. 2-second timer because of all of the camera shake and the wobble. F11, 2-second timer. Nice composition. And just, yeah, lovely image. And another one in the bag for the day. It's absolutely chucking it down now. The rains have really unleashed. Everyone's wet, everyone's soaking wet. We did stop here Yeah, beautiful valley, amazing rivers running down into the mountains, full of autumn colour. That is going to wait for another video. We were just checking it out, it was superb, but it's far too wet at the minute to shoot it. Conditions are just terrible. So, with that being said, I'm going to sign off and say goodbye. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and do tune in. Oh God, oh it's horrible. And do tune in next time. So until then, bye for now.